The drug cartels are exploiting the historic influx of illegal migrants crossing into our country at the southern border, seeing it as an opportunity to bring in thousands of pounds of the highly lethal drug fentanyl. Joining us now to talk more about this, former DEA Special Ops Agent Derek Maltz. Derek, good morning. Nice to have you back on.
Good morning, Rob. How are you today?
Doing very well. Happy Labor Day to you, sir. The numbers, and I just looked at them this morning. So far in 2021, fentanyl seizures have jumped roughly 800% just in the state of Texas. We've already seen more fentanyl cross the southern border in 2021 than we did in all of 2020. And lawmakers are blaming China. How are these two connected?
Okay, Rob. So first of all, this first 10 months of 21, we have over 9,000 pounds of fentanyl being seized, right? If you look at the first 10 months of last year, that's like 181% increase. Now, China provides all these precursor chemicals. China makes fentanyl, makes all kinds of synthetic drugs. I like to call it the chemical weapons that are killing our kids at record levels.
Right.
Mexico has the illicit labs, and they're creating all this powder every day. They're mixing the fentanyl in cocaine, meth, heroin, and of course, they're making the fake counterfeit pills. Right? That's why we're seeing so many deaths, because kids in our country, young Americans, are taking substances. They have no idea that it's poisonous fentanyl, and they're dying instantly. Unfortunately, the White House and the politicians, the mainstream media doesn't even want to talk about it. We need a very aggressive public information campaign. And I really appreciate Newsmax covering this topic very closely, because it's something we've never seen in the history of our country, Rob. It's a chemical weapons attack. Just ask the parents all around America. We've never seen this amount of kids dying.
And the Chinese are doing this deliberately to kill Americans. What can the Border Patrol, what can we do right now to try and stop some of the flow of drugs that are crossing over our southern border, particularly in Texas illegally?
Well, first of all, not only does the Border Patrol and CBP officials do such a great job of seizing the drugs, right? They do an amazing job at reporting the drug seizures. If you go to their website, you'll see everything there. Unfortunately, under this administration, it gets delayed every month. It's not timely. But the bottom line is they're doing a great job. The problem is, Rob, they're spending way too much time on migrant care as opposed to the border security, right? So they have limited personnel, right? The morale is absolutely so low right now, but they're still fighting. They're still on the front lines, keeping the country safe, but they need support, right? We have agents out there, you know, on the weekends. They're out there today. They're doing the best they can, but they're overwhelmed with people, drugs, and of course you have the weapons and the cash going southbound.
We had 212,000 illegal crossings last month. Those are the ones that we know about. Doesn't include gotaways or people that we simply don't know that crossed the massive southern border. The Wall Street Journal had some numbers this weekend. The Border Patrol spends 40% of their time doing things other than patrolling the border. To your point, they're dealing with families. They're doing things that they really were never trained to do, and that probably has a big effect on the amount of drugs pouring across the border.
Absolutely. I mean, look, they signed up to keep America safe, right? They didn't sign up to do migrant care and to do child care, right? It's common sense. They're doing a good job because they're good public servants. The problem is that the cartels now have the ability to put their operatives throughout all of our cities to be able to distribute the poison, to collect the cash, to work with their leadership in Mexico. The chemical flow is off the charts. And another thing, Rob, when you speak about China, one thing that's totally underreported is China's role with the money services businesses for the cartels, right? So the business is exploding now. So the migrants have billions of dollars that they're paying the cartels. They're making billions from the migrants. Then they have all the drug proceeds. So now the Chinese transnational criminals are helping them move the money back to their, Mexico banks and everything. They're trying to build up their billion-dollar enterprise, and that's what they're doing.
And I don't think most people, myself included, were really aware of the Chinese connection to the drugs at our southern border, but they are doing this deliberately to kill Americans. It's
right.
Like you said,
and now you got
biowarfare.
You got Congress, Rob, you got Congress trying to reduce the minimum mandatories for these killers. You see the latest bill that they're talking about?
Yep.
Right? They make like it's a good thing, right? We're gonna schedule all fentanyl substances. Well, obviously that's important, but not to let the killers out of jail, right? These kids are dying at record levels. The families want justice. They're looking for some awareness. Last week, I spent a day at the Chinese embassy in Washington, D.C. with all the families around America, 35 states, because they want some awareness. No one's even talking about
It's
this.
unbelievable, Derek. It really is. Thank you so much for being with us on this Monday morning, this holiday Monday. Former DEA Special Ops Agent Derek Maltz, good to see you.